Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
You can't say that. You don't smoke weed.
Who don't?
You.
I do smoke weed.
Shut up.
What you mean?
Since when? I thought you were Mr. 100% drug free. Nah.
My little, I use zigzags.
You're not going to gaslight me.
I use zigzags.
What are you putting in it?
Weed.
What kind?
What you mean?
What kind of weed you like?
I just do endo, bro.
Endo? What's endo?
Endo.
Tell me about endo.
What you mean?
Tell me, what's it feel like? What makes it endo?
Like? It's endo. The song Endo Smoke make it endo.
Yeah, but I just like that the last song.
Indica.
The last song you've heard
Indica.
about weed was in the 90s.
You probably saw.
You missed Wiz Khalifa. You want to smoke weed, you got to go listen to Cushion Orange Juice.
Man, listen, they got 7 million names. They call this shit all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Weed scares me. Ain't no way all of a sudden they got crystals. No, those are chemicals.
They spray it.
No, they don't spray shit.
No, they do. They spray like this weird shit on it now.
They got these little tubes that's running to all the little planters. They got this big thing. I watched them. They put all these chemicals, dump that shit in there. It mixes it and it feeds it. Then you got a motherfucker walking around with a water hose, watering this shit. Because they don't trust the automatic thing, because if it goes out.
But it feels like you're describing the normal safe part about cultivating marijuana.
What I'm saying is the chemicals, right, that they're feeding the weed.
You can't just look at it and know that there are chemicals involved.
Motherfucker, bullshit.
If anything, I've talked to a lot of these weed growers, and they complain about the fact that because of the laws that have been put in place through legislation and legalization, that they aren't able to use the trusty pesticides that they used to be able to use. They have to grow it more natural in this modern environment. Weed is probably safer now.
No, none of these dudes with these little licenses.
Be honest. When's the last time you hit the blunt?
I don't even know how to inhale exhale.
Well, you're doing it right now.
No. The last thing I used was the cigarette, but it was candy. It was gum. And it's
candy
powdery,
cigarette.
And it's powdery.
Not weed.
No.
It's made of sugar.
But you can't inhale. You just got to like blow it out.
I had one of those. I had a pack of those the other day. I bought it as a joke, and then I just started eating them all.
This is the thing.
Okay. Thank you.
The stipulations, the restrictions, and the taxes that they have on that shit. No way a shop can survive just doing that. Everybody's got a backdoor something.
Oh, yeah. You hear that a lot.
Bro, it's some crazy shit. And if they said the dude come in and test it, if it's pesticides, they burn the shit.
Yeah.
So imagine you got 50 pounds, 200 pounds you've been growing for 90 days, and it don't pass the test. They burning it? Come on, bro.
What would you do if you had 50 pounds?
Nothing.
Who would you call?
Nobody.
You've been a naughty boy.
I'll leave that shit right where it's at. I won't touch it. You could put 50 kilos of cocaine, 200 pounds of weed, whatever you want in my driveway.
You'll walk away?
I'm going to call 911 and tell them somebody left something in my driveway.
What if you find a duffel bag with $100,000 in it?
I'm not fucking with it.
Where, like, if you find it, I don't know. I can't think of a reasonable place that you would find $100,000 in a duffel bag, but okay, yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, why? You think it would be a setup?
It's too risky. At this point in my life, I got so many things. You know, you on the brink to 3-4 things happening.
What are you on the brink of?
Bro, I got a lot of overseas business.
You might be on the brink of losing your mind.
No, this is real shit.
Oh, okay.
If you're on the brink of 3-4 things happening, and then I feel like if something like that pops up, it's like a test. This is the test to see if you're going to go that way or you're going to go that way. And it's like, this real shit. If I woke up, if I drove right now, got home, and it was a duffel bag, $300,000, another duffel bag with 20 keys of cocaine, another duffel bag with a bunch of shit, listen to me. I'm going to call 911 and say some things in my driveway, send the people out to get it. I'm not fucking with it.
That's good. Very responsible. I don't know if I would have the same self-control, though.
I'm cool. I'm not fucking with it.
But the reason why I say that you've been a very bad boy, previously on this podcast, you've challenged me. You've said you've never seen me with a you-know-what on me.
Who?
You. You've pointed that out before. You've said you've never seen me with anything.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. Are we like?
And then I see the clip of you and Flakko, and I did not catch it upon first inspection.
So
but
what?
The clip of you running up on Flakko. But when I review the tape,
What'd you review?
I noticed a little something in there.
What, my second cell phone?
No.
That's all that was.
Really?
That's it.
So that wasn't a gun.
Fuck no.
You have multiple cell phones?
I got 2 cell phones
Where's it right now?
in the car.
You just keep it
You want
strapped to your
the
hip?
number?
Strap it to your hip?
I got a, the clip, but I clip it inside. You want the number? You can call it right now.
I don't want to call that thing.
I don't. What you talking about? But you want to be real? You don't be slipping. I've definitely seen.
Why are you always trying to expose me for that?
No, I've definitely seen you right.
Okay.
Like, so you asking the question? That's you.
Allegedly. I'm just saying you got exposed. So you're the
I
one
did
who's
not
on the
get
chopping block. Don't
exposed.
try. See, that's snitch
I'm
right
not.
there. That's snitching.
I'm not.
I put you on the chopping
You
block, and
saw
then you
a
immediately
cell
like, well, you did it
phone.
too.
No, because I'm correcting you. You don't be slipping.
That doesn't have anything to do with me putting
No,
you
but you
on the chopping block.
You said that I said.
I put you on the block.
I'm not though.
I'm trying to chop.
I'm not. My security be outside. They
Right.
don't even be in the front.
Well, you had your security that day too.
No, don't nobody with
You
me.
still brought your cell
They
phone.
was outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I left them outside for a reason. Because I didn't want them to react.
What are you, like an Indian guy with his cell phone clipped on the outside of his pants?
No, inside.
I feel like that's an Indian thing.
inside.
No.
The same way I keep my knife.
You have a knife.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to get it? Oh, look at that. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah,
You get in a knife fight. What's your optimal angle you want to go for?
no, I'm a squat. I hold it different. So it depends on what it is.
Sometimes
Anybody been to prison? Anybody been to prison? This real shit. And I don't know about the 30s. Anybody been to prison 40 or older? Got a blade on them.
I see.
I wouldn't give a if I got a suit on in church.
I see like UK knife fights a lot on Twitter these days, and like sometimes you could tell that these guys are so fucking good at it that it's just like, pow, they get you right here, boom, the guy's dead on the ground 5 seconds later. All right, so I got 2 new things that we're doing. Number 1, on Tuesdays, after we do the No Jumper show, we're gonna be streaming your music after that. So hit nojumper.com, check out the music promotions tab, tap in if you wanna get your songs played after the Tuesday show. And then also, if you wanna do a performance video at the store on Melrose, we do have some availabilities. So hit up Josh at nojumper.com. Yes, just hit the email and we'll get back to you. Thank you.
Our last killing in the hip hop community was due to a blade of some sort.
I'm not gonna say that was our last hip hop killing.
Oh, in the West?
Maybe like high profile. Didn't Young Dolph die after that?
Might have been before.
I can't really remember, but
On the West Coast though.
right. Well, that's
been-
that's a little bit of a different scenario when you have like dozens or maybe like 100 guys with knives.
Bro, I'm an ex-convict. My knife is an AK-47. I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah. Well, you're out of practice. You haven't done it in a long
What?
time.
Out of practice? Is you crazy? Do you know what the we make? We make knives out of newspaper, water, and sugar.
Why are you talking about it like you were in jail yesterday? It's been like 30 years.
I'm in jail mentally every day.
Why? It's been 30 years.
No, you don't forget about that shit.
That's like me still feeling like I'm in New
listen, I can
Hampshire.
sit here right here and see the yard. I can see the building, the Sally Port. I can see the phone there, right? I can see the gun tower up top. I can see where the cells are, where the showers are situated in each wing, coming out the Sally Port. Right there in front of you, across the yard, you're gonna see the program office. You're gonna see the chapel to the right. You're gonna see the kitchen, far left, gun tower on top of the kitchen. Basketball court's gonna be far left. In front of you gonna be grass area. On the side of the basketball court is handball. To the right,
okay.
if you come out of
We get
building
it,
2,
yeah.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bro, you don't, that shit don't leave you. None of that leaves you.
But you're saying you're still there in your head. Like that's what you're thinking about all the time. Don't you think you need to just kind of let it go at a certain point?
No, because
I get it made a big impact on you.
no, listen, this is real shit. I'm probably about 9 months from being able to do that.
9 months?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. As long as I roam this land, right? That is a fuse box for me. Right? Like my father had a drug problem, I have an anger problem. Right? And both will land your ass put you in a situation. So when I get too angry about things that I shouldn't react, because my anger goes to 1,000, right? And and the situation is really a 10 thing, my fuel box to bringing that down is to visualize the yard. Right? Those 7 steps.
Prison makes you calm.
No, it makes you remember is what you angry about and your level of anger. Is it worth that? Everything's not worth it. Some shit you can wait. Some shit you can win-win. I don't want to win-lose. Win right here with a situation and lose because I didn't got caught up. Witnesses.
Isn't your perspective on being a gangster that you need to basically crash out at the slightest provocation? You can't turn it down in public ever.
No. I'll lose 10 battles to win the war. I don't give a f. I will give you the perception right there that I lost. If I look around and what's in front of me is not life-threatening, right? And I look around and I see this dude stopped here, the car done stopped there, the people that came outside the business there, it ain't the time. That's when I visualize the prison yard. And my 1,000 comes back down to where it's supposed to be.
Would you turn it down if there was a camera operational and you knew that the visual that was going to make its way to the internet was going to make you look like a coward, regardless of if it's all part of your long-term strategy? You don't care?
No.
Because I feel like you would care.
No. I'm going to tell you why. The people on the internet, they're nobody to me. It's the people that's depending on me, I got to provide for and take care of. I'll take that internet L for a W for them.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm who I am. I don't give a fuck about what a motherfucker on the internet talking about. I don't care. You don't care.
Me, I really, yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You don't. You do what you want to do. And whatever they say, right?
Well, if I had like 2 options and one was like look like a pussy and the other one was like avoid doing a bunch of jail time and having to spend a ton of money on a legal case, et cetera, I'll probably like going out as a pussy as long as there's not like immediate real danger.
Well, no,
sounds all right.
Danger is one thing.
Yeah.
Nigga, something gonna happen.
Right.
Immediate violence. Right? But a motherfucker over there, I didn't have it happen. Well, I gotta stop my team. Yo, Wack, fuck you. Wack, you a bitch, dude, across the street. You gotta remember, they play the lawsuit game too.
But so you're in court. Say you're in court.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you get into some shit, you basically got like a 100% chance of getting arrested. And you see somebody you got real issues with, and they're trying to talk shit to you, and they got their phone out.
I don't give a fuck.
You're happy to kind of turn that down? Okay, that's good. That shows growth.
That's weird. I'm not these dudes, bro. I'm not these motherfuckers at home on their auntie couch. You know what I'm saying?
What separates you from them?
I'm not them. I got responsibilities. I got businesses.
They probably do too.
No, they don't. A lot of them ain't never been to their kids' birthday parties.
Wow, that's rough.
I have, fucking real estate that's not here. I got people depending on me. I got businesses. I got major deals. I'm doing deals with the government of other countries. I don't give a fuck about we sitting in court. I don't give a fuck about what you saying across the street. Now you cross that line, then that's a problem. You become a threat. You get in that box of a threat. Well, I know I can spend my money.
That's when you got to get your second cell phone.
I mean, I don't never even use it. Literally, I don't even know the phone number. It just says Cash's second cell phone. I swear to God. I swear I left it in the car. I looked at it. I said, yo, where the fuck is my goddamn? And then this phone, in case I drop this, they're on the same. Look what it said at the top.
Cash, second phone.
I don't even know the number to the motherfucker. Like if I drop.
Calling your blick is crazy.
If I drop and crack this shit, right?
Right.
What I got, it says it's 10 o'clock at night.
When's the last time you lost your phone?
Overseas.
Oof.
And I had my second phone. I usually don't bring it out.
Okay.
That day was just on me. I usually don't have it on me, but yeah, I don't know. See, what is the number?
Don't say the number.
No.
You don't want that smoke.
I don't even know the motherfucker, but yeah, I keep a second cell phone. I don't really know the number, but.
This week's big news. How do you feel about me tightening up the no jumper business? It has been much misreported. A lot of people are really trying to act as if like no jumper's done or I'm not working with any of these guys anymore at all.
at the end of the day, my whole disposition was to create something that was an attachment to No Jumper. And it took me some time to do it because this is it's a big platform when it comes to the West Coast. A lot of people don't want to give us the respect, but it is, right? A lot of it I didn't understand, and which I end up asking you, right? I don't live stream. You know, I don't even know how that works, really.
Clubhouse is basically live streaming.
So, yeah, right. Okay, so if you tell me that, right, it's different ways that revenue is made on Clubhouse outside of Clubhouse. It's nothing to do with Clubhouse. So when I'm looking at these live streams, there's usually like 4 people in there, right? So I'm telling myself, either the live stream, whatever it generates, is generating enough to cover the 4 people, right? And, you know, and it's contributing to the overall, which a lot of people don't see, security, editors, the cameraman, shit like that, right? I said, well, then it might make sense. Or Adam's doing it or started doing it when everybody kind of left the building.
I think
Right.
it kind of feels like I broke out of like a spell that I was under that I had slowly developed in my brain, which is that this feeling that in order for No Jumper to be legit, we needed to produce a ton of content.
That's what I was getting to.
And when I really look at the economics of producing a ton of content and having, you know, a decent percentage of it realistically not performing well, it's just like, that's really not what I should be putting my attention
Not
towards.
at all. So
we should make good content, and then we should work on the businesses that are adjacent to that content.
Because, see, you got to remember, either that was generating enough, or I felt like Adam was bringing something to the building to give it another boost, to generate some content, to keep people active with it. And I was like, okay, but that only needs to go on for so long. Like, even like when the transition happened, right? So I'm like, okay, well, all right, I see Adam bringing that in, got people talking, No Jumper has this new thing, whatever, till you situate whatever your shows are gonna be that goes up on the No Jumper channel, right? Which ultimately generates the revenue, right? When it comes to No Jumper, right? I'm like, okay, I get that. But at some point, that's gonna start digging into that. So you gotta cut back on it, business-wise. Now, what I didn't understand was Sharp.
Okay, what about Sharp?
A lot of people, before I even knew Sharp, I would hear about Sharp's show. A lot of women, right?
And what would you hear?
No, he was like a
The Shark Tank.
no, he was like
Shark Tank.
he was like a controversial dude. He was like the hood Kevin Samuels dude, right?
A little bit.
Sometimes he'll flip out on the women. Sometimes he'll be on their side. Then he give his little his pimp analogy and shit like that, right?
A little bit.
But I started seeing Sharp doing more of that, of the live stream, whatever those shows were. The news, than his show.
Okay. I mean, I think he's doing both, but why are these sandbags right here?
I started seeing more of that, but then again I said, okay, maybe Sharp's doing it for the exposure over there and dragging over there. So when I heard you do it, first thing I thought was business. Right? It starts what time in the morning? What is that time the news start?
I think it was supposed to be 10, and everybody would always be fucking late, and it would start at like 10:30 or 11.
So what time would your first this kind of show start?
So then I would be coming in to do interviews, and usually I would be starting around 12.
12. Okay, so that's an extra 2 hours a day of security, right? And let's go 5-day week. That's 10 hours.
Once I
that's
actually
another 40 hours of security.
Once I actually saw the real
Numbers.
true cost that essentially we were imposing upon ourselves through doing the news, I just started to have like a different thought pattern in terms of
40
what
hours of security
would make sense.
You got extra 40 hours of security, extra
Editors.
40 hours of editors.
People who are
they got,
putting together the titles, the topics.
all
people
this
are putting
is
together
40s.
the clips right as soon as it happens.
So we got like at least 8 people, right?
Well, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, the people who are actually on the show.
Security, editors.
The guy who's running the computer while you're doing it.
What about lights? Is a light guy? No.
No, it's just lights.
Okay. Then we got 4 dudes. Is it 2 shows or 1 show?
The news. The news would be one show per day, Monday through Friday, and then we were doing nightly live podcasts on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're still doing Tuesday.
So it's safe to say we average another 8 dudes at another 10 hours a week at 40 hours, right? That's 320 hours of pay.
Meanwhile, like
going out,
a relatively small percentage of the fans were actually watching that content, but a huge percentage of the fans seemed like they were deeply invested in the drama that would come from different things that were happening with the news. It was almost like, because it was so messy and sloppy and kind of all over the place, that made it a perfect content for other people to make content about. Meanwhile, the actual content didn't really feel like it hit its stride. I mean, let's be real. We haven't done like 100,000 views on the news in probably like a year.
Your biggest live stream probably came from me and Flakko.
Well, that was on DW's show, and that
it's
clip,
a live stream.
But let's put that in perspective. That clip, I think, has maybe like 500,000 views right now, which is like, pretty freaking good. Like a lot more than most clips. But because of the fact that we had to get it out instantly as soon as it happened, and there's tons of swearing, and there's Wack's butt crack and all this kind of stuff. You can see his second cell phone. It made probably like $50 on YouTube. So it's like, from the perspective of just getting attention, making a clip that goes viral like that earns you $50, like, I guess that's okay. For someone who actually wants to like run a business, is that really worth it to be putting all that time and effort into something that's not really? I have
never live streamed. I think the first time I did a long live stream was with AD. I think I didn't know what the they were doing. I didn't know if they was live streaming.
You're talking about like a month ago?
Whatever that was.
That was like 2 hours.
That's the first time I ever did a live stream.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing as this. It's just you're live.
No.
So you can't edit anything out.
This shit goes up.
But we almost never edit anything out in the first place.
Yeah, but this goes up onto the No Jumper YouTube, right?
Right.
It's a total different revenue going on.
Right.
Versus that live stream.
Right.
Right. So business wise, I really didn't understand it, but I thought you was doing it for content. And I'm gonna be real, a lot of shit they talk about, people already got on the 100-sided clubhouse on the morning show. We start at 5 a.m.
It feels like the vast majority of people who are passing judgment on me wanting to create less content are people who are not successful in any way in terms of producing content for the internet.
Oh, it's getting to you.
It's not at all.
Oh, you letting the chatter get to you.
Do I care?
Why your eyes
I'm
are
responding to it. No, that's because I've been smoking weed all day.
You've been losing sleep?
Oh, my God.
It's getting to you worrying about what they got to say?
I'm not worried at all about what they have to say. I'm making the point that I do not give a fuck what they have to say.
To the white guy.
Oh, my God. Thank God I have this person to voice my business decisions to.
It's getting to you. It's getting to you. Oh, my God, isn't that so cute?
I see it, because I'm wondering why you even care.
Hey, Spencer's Gift t-shirt. Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck does that mean?
You never been to the mall?
Nah, I don't go to the mall.
You need to go.
No, I don't go to the malls.
You need to go.
If I need some out the mall, I'll send somebody.
You don't want to enjoy just going to the fucking mall?
Man, it's really not fun anymore.
Right. Why?
A lot of shit's not fun anymore. I don't know. I think maybe like 2 years. When I got like 45.
That's because you're 50.
No, 47.
When you get old, everything feels old.
Like 45,
when you're young, everything feels new.
It's, like maybe you go get a car you want, and it's like maybe a good month. Then you be like, so what? I forgot my Rolls Royce was fucking at the shop.
Right. I don't understand people who are into cars. It's very foreign. I forgot. It's not really my thing.
You've been driving the same shit for years.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
Right? I literally forgot the car was in the shop.
I'd rather have like a Kia.
But to the point, I went and picked the car up, and I said, I got a call from Floyd. He like, y'all need to talk to you. Let's get this drop out the way and all this shit. And I'm like, at Melrose, right, at Platinum, Motorsport does all my shit. And instead of me like going on switching cars, I said, fuck it, I just hit the freeway. I didn't give a fuck. I drove the Rolls Royce on 24s all the way to Vegas and didn't give a fuck. I'm starting not to care. I'm like, I just ordered me a new car.
Wow.
Triple black, supercharged Camry.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
Isn't a Camry like a cheap ass car?
Because it's to the point to where I don't give a fuck. Look,
you definitely give a fuck you drive around in like the most obnoxious car I've ever seen in my life.
What?
That white thing.
That's a red eye.
What's a red eye?
That's a Hellcat red eye. That motherfucker is 800 horses.
That car is not giving. I don't give a fuck. That car is, hey, look at me.
That's my toy.
Pause.
No, pause. It's my toy.
No
it's
Benzino.
It's like my big Hot Wheel. It's my toy. And like,
should get a purple one.
when I first got that car.
Sorry, Benzino.
No, when I first got that car, I ordered, that's number 9 off the assembly line, literally. You don't get rid of that. You keep that. When I first got that car, I was excited. I redid it was all white. I redid the whole, everything you see I redid. It was exciting. I was speeding around, racing and shit. Fucking little Asian dudes and Audis and shit. I'm racing and I took it to like 178 one time, got nervous, got off of it. And then now I just get in it. Like I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a triple black turbocharged Camry, smoke the windows, and for 12 months, that's what I'm gonna drive.
I mean, I feel like you're trolling me, but you're not realizing that I don't know enough about. No, I absolutely do not want you to call the dealer.
I'll call him right now, bro.
I know, and it'll be the worst podcast ever because it'll be so goddamn boring. Just like you talking about your car in general. Let's move on, okay?
No, my point is
You're taking me making a
mall.
joke about your obnoxious car as an opportunity to talk about how great your car is.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you,
No,
like
you-
when you
you-
said
I mean, you did.
you don't go to the mall, I used to love to go to the mall.
Right, because you were young and everything seems new when you're young.
Nah, it's just-
and now you're old and you've done all this stuff before.
It's not old. It's like, what you going to do? What is it? I could just call the stylist and like, yo, bring me 10 pair of pants and some shirts and a few kicks. And they just pull up to the studio with it.
There is no way you have a stylist.
Yeah, when I want one.
What?
Yeah, when I want one.
You need a new one.
My style is great. I don't, like, y'all be into it. Man, listen, I'm going to throw on some jeans, look, some J's. My boy sent me a shirt. I'm going to represent this shit and I'm cool.
Yeah, what the fuck is this shirt?
This is a very important shirt to me. He used to pass out flyers for me, bro.
Rich
The owner
man's
of Rich and
war.
Rodden,
Poor man's
no
war.
disrespect, used to pass out. Remember back when the Flyer game was there?
It's an anti-war sentiment.
No. Remember back when the Flyer game was there? I used to pay
Flyers
him
for what?
all our events.
Okay.
He ran a company. He would pass out all my flyers. I looked up one day, I'm at my girls' cheerleading thing, and I'm going through the internet. I said, what the f is this Richard Rodden? And I ordered like $500 of shirts, right? I ordered it, boom, 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 boom. And I get a call 2 minutes later. Yo, what up, Wack? What up, bro? Yeah, man, good looking out for the support. What the f you talking about? Yeah, you just ordered $500 of shirts. I'm like, yo, how the f did you know that? I'm like, how you know that? He like, bro, your credit card, your company name, like, motherfucker used to pay me. Back then it was Fifth Amendment, right? I'm like, wait, this your company? Like, yeah, this is my company. I own it. So I watched him go from just on the internet, and then he had a store on Melrose, and now I believe he has a store in the Beverly Center and whatever that mall is in Vegas. This is a dude, literally, this picture one of your guys around here that, you know, he was doing some small shit, which was big, right? And then you look up, and that's him, and then 3-4 years later, he got stores in the Beverly Center and the big mall in Vegas. So he sends me shit, you know, and I know him. We like family.
That's cool. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. He's not even a black guy, so you can't say, you know.
What is he?
I believe bro might be like maybe Armenian or mixed with Persian or maybe a little Mexican. I don't know what bro is.
What do you take that shirt to mean?
I don't even know what the fuck it said. I just don't know what it
Rich
said.
man's war, poor man's blood. I feel like the statement is like,
No, that's real.
poor people die in war.
I mean, that's a fact. If you think back, you see why Muhammad Ali, he said, man, the Viet Cong ain't did nothing to me. That's y'all motherfucking war. We going to, what was the life expectancy when they dropped off that plane?
But you realize that
What was it, 2 hours, 3
that
hours?
statement is actually pretty ignorant because
No, it's not.
America's military and our ability to defend the country is actually pretty important, right?
No, I understand that, and I'm American. I push the American shit. But a lot of times we go to war, it's not for what they say we're going to war for. When fucking Bush when the United Nations told him no on that Kuwait shit and all that Saudi shit, he said they tried to kill my daddy. It's exactly what he said, right? And overnight, we had like 10,000, 50,000 troops in the air on their way there.
You're telling me George W. Bush said
Google that shit.
They tried to kill my daddy.
Google it.
That's an exact quote.
Google it. United Nations did not approve of that
like
shit.
Him.
Google it, Junior. Not the dad, this is his son, right?
Yeah, that's George W. Bush.
He
George
puts them in the
W.
air.
Bush.
We go over there, do what we do, right? Ultimately, we get rid of that was
Oh, there it is.
you thought I was playing? You white
Yeah,
man,
that's why I Googled
you
it.
white folks is vicious, right?
After all, this is the guy who tried to kill my dad.
There you go.
Dad, not daddy. Oh, so
Don't
you
matter.
lied. You lied.
Right?
Dad.
Go over there.
I knew daddy was the part that sounded unpresidential.
He knocks Saddam Hussein off. Now, remember, our president only makes $450,000 a year. That's his salary.
Right.
They money after it's not about that. It's about the things they set up for themselves while they're in office. Next thing you know, we got the big pipelines of oil coming straight to Texas.
Right.
Where he from?
Texas.
United Nations told him no. So it's a lot of people that died over there with that, right?
Right.
That's a rich man's war, poor man's blood, right?
So do you think that that America needs to maintain a strong military presence in order to maintain
Definitely.
our place in the world?
I love our military.
Well, if that's going to be the case, then some people are going to have to die in wars.
No, but the unnecessary wars. Some wars are
But
necessary.
in retrospect, it's easy to say which wars are unnecessary.
What do you mean, bro?
Meaning
Are you
that
telling me every war we had was necessary?
I don't think all of them are necessary, but I think that it's difficult to tell which ones are necessary in the heat of the moment.
No, it's not a heat. See, that's the problem. This is why we have the UN, we have Congress, we have a government. If the United Nations is saying no, based on this, and that, and the president says that he tried to kill my dad, and he sends the troops.
How is that not your
outta
total
here,
fucking worldview? How do you just all of a sudden decide to be against revenge?
See, a minute ago, you was going against it because you thought I was lying. Then you go on your little fucking keypad, put it in, and there
I
it
was
go.
checking to see if that was an accurate quote.
Was it accurate?
No.
Something your
You
white
said
ass
daddy.
didn't know.
You said daddy.
Don't matter. So what I'm saying
You
is,
said daddy. It
I
was actually
salute
dad.
and respect. I push for our youth to go to the military.
Really?
If I see people in the airport,
That seems insane if you actually think that these people are being killed unfairly. And that we're being lied to about why they're
you
going
asked
to
me
war.
about the shirt. There's some reality to the shirt.
Okay.
There has been some rich man wars that led to the poor man's blood. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Right? But ultimately, it's because of our military. This is the reason why we can sleep at night. Bro, our land, our waters, our air is under constant attack. You know that. If a motherfucker can find a way to drop something in downtown LA, they will, right? So whenever I'm out, I don't give a gas, a restaurant, the airport, right? I've given my seat up to people in the military.
That's good.
Right?
That's nice.
Because I respect that. Like, at the end of the day, our military is the reason why our country, you turn on the TV, you say, what the f***? How could that be happening? It's because they don't have the military we have. If we didn't have the military we have, bro, we'd be f***ed up.
Right. That's why we're in charge.
Yeah, we'd be f***ed up. It's a lot of money goes into that. We owe a lot of people money. We done did a lot of shit. Russia, China, they would love to take control. Of this over here.
Hell yeah, they're working on it actively. We got to make sure they don't succeed. Okay. How do you feel about Diddy's statement about the abuse that he was documenting?
Dumbest shit he could have done.
So you think he should have remained completely silent?
No.
Or do you think he should have put out a statement and it was just the wrong statement?
The wrong statement. You want to know what my statement would have been?
Sure, yeah. Do it. Look
now
at the
remember,
camera. Do it.
This is 2016.
Don't talk to me. Talk to the camera.
Right?
This is your apology.
I'm Diddy. I'm Diddy, but I'm not
It's 2016
Diddy.
or it's 2024?
No, just 2024.
Talking about 2016.
Talking
Yeah,
about
got it.
2016. Listen, right? It's evident that me and Cassie worked that out. I was apologetic to her. I got some help. I got counseling. This was 8 years ago. Me and Cassie was together after the fact, right? At the end of the day, I don't owe nobody today an apology for something I've already apologized to the person I did this with 8 years ago. Now, the question is, Why is it just coming out today? It's evident.
This is
it's
already infinitely worse than what
it's
Puff
evident.
actually said.
No, for real. It's evident.
You can't be like defensive.
Bullshit. I'm not defensive.
Yes,
I'm
you
telling
are. You're
the
saying
world,
I don't owe an apology to the rest of the world since I already apologized to the person. That's not going to cut it.
I don't owe if I do something to you, Adam.
When you offer a public apology like this, you need to apologize to the people who are disturbed by watching it.
Because 8 years ago,
this isn't going to work out for you. I can tell. Tell me you've never had to do a public apology.
8 years ago, I committed this act.
Yes.
Right?
You can't keep drawing attention to how long ago it was. That's not going to work.
No, you're missing
you
the
need
point.
PR.
What I'm telling you is, if Cassie would have left him in 2016, and nobody knew about it, and people were wondering, why did she leave? I get it.
All they're going to say is, of course, you're a victim. You're an abuser. You had her held captive. Of course, she couldn't leave. You can't just blame the abuser.
Okay, well, let's keep it real.
You're blaming the victim.
We about to piss some people off.
Sure, do it.
Cassie never left. She got caught cheating, bro.
When?
Fucking the trainer, dummy. You didn't know that? Cassie never left.
That doesn't excuse anything.
Left.
You think Puff left her?
Bro, this a fact.
That again, not going to be persuasive. Not going to be even slightly persuasive to the people who were horrified by that video.
What I'm saying is, Cassie never left Puff. He found out she was fucking the trainer. She's still with the dude today.
This is not as convincing to people as you think it is.
You're missing the point, brother. If 8 years ago I did this to this woman, right?
But nobody thinks that this was an isolated incident.
It doesn't matter.
Obviously representative of a pattern.
8 years ago, I did this to this woman. We went through what we went through, and it wasn't public, right? I apologized to this woman. She stayed with me. We got through it. I went and got counseling. I went and got help, whatever it may be, right? And we got through it. 8 years later, they release it. Bro, if I didn't apologize to the world in 2016, I'm not apologizing to the world in 2024. I've already went through the apology thing. I've done that. She accepted the apology. To whatever extent she stayed.
Nobody's going to believe that she just accepted the apology when she just did a lawsuit and got cashed out for $50 million fucking dollars. Obviously, she's not happy with whatever happened in 2016 when he apologized.
Okay, well, let me ask you something.
How do you even know he apologized for it at that time?
Let me ask you something. He definitely did.
Why are you just assuming that?
He definitely did.
You don't know that.
He definitely. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
That is not what you should be doing in this time.
So let me ask you something, bro. Right? You and your wife done been through some shit. Let's say 2 years ago, y'all had an argument. You slipped, called her a bitch. Allegedly. I'm just saying, right?
That's not even a big deal.
No, I'm just saying. Let's say it's a big
she would
deal
be
to her.
mad, but it's not that
Okay,
big
it's a
deal
big deal to
overall,
her,
right? Okay.
You apologize to her.
Okay.
Right? Boom. You apologize to her. Y'all go through whatever you went through, whatever it was. You in the doghouse, couple months, whatever it was, right?
If I'm in the doghouse for a couple months for calling her a bitch, something is wrong.
No, whatever it is.
Okay.
No, because that shit might have been different with her, right?
What's the doghouse like after a beating? I don't really know.
No, we're not talking about that. I'm saying you, right?
Okay.
2 years later, the shit hits. Lena, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. Yo, Adam, what do you have to say? Bro, you already went through what you went through with your wife, right? You apologize, y'all went through what you went. Do you feel you owe the fucking people of the world 2 years later an apology about some shit that you and her already went through?
I think you at the very least owe the public some context as to what was happening in this video clip.
If I've already went through something with my significant other, right?
So do you seriously think that if Puff made an Instagram reel in which he said, hey, yes, I know people were horrified by this video of me beating the shit out of her and jumping on her in the hotel lobby, but hey, that was a long time ago and I already apologized, so fuck off. Do you seriously think that would have benefited him?
I would have said, I went through this 8 years ago. I apologize. We worked through it as a couple, but we would stay together whatever years after the fact, right? Now, the question is why is law enforcement dropping it now? You know why?
They're looking for more victims.
No,
they're looking for people with evidence.
No. See, they ain't charged with nothing. They haven't handcuffed this man. The minute they charge him with something, and trial starts, and they pick a jury, they're going to seclude that jury. They won't be able to see shit. So right now, Puffy's jury is somewhere in the United States right now. they're gonna drop as much shit as they can. So for one of those potential jurors, we don't know who they're gonna be, to know this. So by the time they pick a jury, right, and seclude them, their mind's already tainted. They already seen the shit. It doesn't matter what they see or don't see.
Why would that video not be allowed in a court of law as well?
No, they wouldn't. The jury, they will seclude certain shit. That case, the statute of limitations up.
Do you ever beat your chick that bad?
Nah, hell no.
Nothing even close to that?
No, and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody got their situations, bro. Whether it's verbal or physical. I've seen people, this is real shit. I've seen people where the chick take off on them. And this is what's fucked up, right? Because some niggas out here is monsters. You know, that switch go, they go. And dude react. And they say, oh man, you shouldn't have went that far. They ain't talking about she hit this nigga over the head with a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, he body slammed her and bruised her jaw. Right? I've seen shit to where it be like, yo, you know, I really ain't got nothing to say about it, because if the bottle wouldn't have happened, he was trying to leave. Like, there really should be, and this ain't got nothing to do with Puff and Cassie, there really should be antagonizing law.
So if a woman,
Real shit.
if my wife slaps me across the face, what's permissible?
They're going to say nothing permissible. The law says you're supposed to get away from her and call the police. But now we talk about a human being, depending on what state of mind you in, depending on if you got some liquor in you,
right,
depending on if arguments been going on, if she didn't violate you, told you your dick was small, called you a bitch and you boy and whoop-de-whoop and then slapped you. Bro, it's a good chance you might react, bro. Male, female, you fucking human.
You got to get yourself out of that situation.
What you mean?
Like, you can't, if you're with a woman who's willing to take your communication to that kind of level, this is not a situation you need to be in.
That's true, but we're just keeping it real, like people are not robots.
Right.
Shit happens. I'm not saying, but what Cassie was doing, it looked like she was trying to get away.
When I look at my life,
he's 100% violation.
A huge percentage of the relationships, whether it's like a couple dates or a week or a month of like time spent with a girl, the way it ended, in large part, was I saw them get drunk and saw them do something that just was like, all right, no, can't do it.
There it goes.
This is like the most important thing.
No, but Derek, so what did
this
I
is like
just
the
say?
monster version of you, and I've seen it come out of so many chicks, and I'm like, oh, I can't trust you. I don't want to be around you. This is the end of our communication.
No, that's cool. I don't. I've never dealt with a woman that like drank like that, shit like that.
Are you serious?
That's a no-no.
You need to start fucking white women.
No, we ain't. Nah, you crazy?
No.
Like, my shit well done. You fuck out of here with
Why
that
not?
shit. Fuck out of here, man.
You couldn't have a good time with a Taylor Swift?
Nah,
Why not? Too skinny?
it's just not my thing.
What is it?
I'm
Is
gonna
the skin
tell you.
color
Okay, I'm
or
gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you
or
why.
the body fat percentage?
When I was young, I watched a lot of these movies. Rosewood, Mississippi Burn, a lot of movies where the
You
whole
think she's gonna accuse
the whole
you?
thing was the white lady lied on the black dude. They hung the whole motherfucking family and killed him.
But you've had women lie about you and you didn't even have to fuck white ones.
No, we missing the point. Subconsciously, when I see a white woman, right, when it comes to any sexual acts or relations, it ties into what I've watched in those movies, and it don't do it for me.
It turns you off.
Our sisters are incredible.
Right.
I don't think it's, shout out to everybody else, but, I think our black women are, head of the class, brother.
What if we switch seats here and I was saying the exact same thing that you're saying right now, but about white women?
Well, you're not with a white woman.
I don't think that the public would take
You're
it that
not
way.
even with a white woman.
She's Armenian.
That's not white.
Well, I agree. But imagine if I were saying, I think white women are the
Let's
best.
talk about it.
Way better than all the other races.
Cooking. The strength of our black women for where we come from.
Well,
Hold on.
And that's why I back this, is because the black women definitely get the short end of the stick.
No, they get the long end of the stick. Motherfucker, we the one working with something. The pink motherfuckers ain't. Get the fuck out
If you
of
were
here.
to ask black women, they would tell you that they feel like they're unfairly represented.
When it comes to that, but our black women are strong, they dominant, right? And I'm gonna be real. As a black man, I'm into black beauty. And I wish we hadn't done a lot of things that we've done in the past to force our black women to get away from their own black beauty. Very seldom do we see black beauty because we got our black women, they got the lashes, they got the European hair. I love a woman that could just wear their shit natural. You know what I'm saying? For real. And then we're the only race, I'm going to say black Americans, not Africans, who hate our own beauty, right? You see a Asian woman, right? You know, Asian woman has their features. To a black man, we'll say, okay, well, how does she look to you? We'll say this, is that, another. To an Asian man, he's going to say she's beautiful.
But don't you think white women try to look like black women as well?
It's vice versa.
And black women try to look like white women in a
We
way?
see our black women, right? And our beauty are bold features. You know, strong jawline, you know, plump lips, you know, a dominant nose. And we say, oh, you big nose, you look like a monkey. Oh, you got big lips. And what do our women do? They go in and they start modifying themselves. Oh, you know, kinky head and all this type of shit. And your hair is this, that. And what do? They hide it and they put a straight hair, right? Because we hate on our own beauty,
But isn't the straight hair thing like the only way that black women try to look like white women?
No.
I feel like white women trying to look like black women are like
Bro,
taking on indicators of blackness is way more common.
The hair. They've been shaving their jawline.
Shaving?
Yeah, shaving their jawline.
Like plastic surgery? No.
They've been doing nose reductions.
Really?
Yeah, this real shit.
But white women do that too. I feel like the nose job percentage is probably pretty similar amongst races.
No, nose reductions. So they
That's
don't
what a
really.
nose job is
They
usually.
like cut down on the nostril, the whip. Like a lot of white women that have a wide nose. And for my brother Omar from Niger, he taught me he can look at black Americans and kind of tell where our roots would trace back from. Like if you look at some of these African-driven movies, different regions, the people look totally different. Kenyans look totally different from Nigerians. Congolese look totally different, you know, from people in.
Have you done your 23andMe?
What? What's that?
Do you know what part of Africa your lineage is from or anything
I don't.
like that?
I need to go do it.
Really?
I want to go do it. I know I got a lot of Native American in me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Probably, I think Choctaw, Oklahoma area.
Choctaw.
Yeah. Oklahoma area.
I don't know a lot about that, but okay. I wanted to ask you about this since you're a little bit of a gang expert out here. We see Remble take aim at the Stink Team.
Stink Team or Ralphie?
Both. But then the Stink Team pulls up to San Pedro 10 foreigns deep and films a music video in his neck of the woods. Same night that the Remble diss drops.
You know, before Draco was before Draco left us, rest in peace, it was already a separation going on. Remble
Amongst the Stink Team.
Yeah, Remble
Yes.
had went and signed to like Warner or something like that, and Draco. I talked to Draco.
Draco was not pleased about this.
No, he felt like you know, we had a lot to do with, you know, getting your clout up, getting your name out there, and the deal should have ran.
And it was like Remble's dream to sign to Stink Team, but then by the time it was time to actually sign, it was like pretty obvious that he was already gonna have the label fully behind him and that he was going to be popping and shit. So even though the Draco cosign definitely helped, it's like by the time he actually, I mean, you've seen this happen a million times.
No, what I'm saying though, this is my thing. When I talked to Draco, and I said, well, how you feel about it? Because at the time I just reached out to Rembo. I wanted to do some, I want to do some work with him. I like his music. And he told me, you know, I felt like he should have did that different. But you know, that's the homie. You know, more power to him. He never said fuck him. He never said nothing crazy about Rembo to me.
Right.
Now, Rembo gonna attack Ralphie because everybody saw him retreating on that video. That's what it is. He may not like what I'm saying, but everybody saw that. The Sting Team probably standing behind him out of respect to Draco. But, you know, at the end of the day, we saw what we saw, right? And, you know, from my knowledge, Ralphie was pretty good with his hands. You know, everybody gave good reports. I guess he did a little stint in the county jail. He's pretty good with his hands. So when we saw him,
that's what Brick was saying.
Yeah, when we saw him kind of backpedaling, you know, and I'm gonna be real. If Draco would have made it out that situation alive, it probably wouldn't be as bad as it seems, but you know your brother lost his life in a situation that you backpedal out of.
Well, so you know the interesting thing about that is that it's like the Stink Team and OTM. Like OTM separated from the Stink Team after Draco died and stuff, and then they basically were dissing each other like crazy. But then now that Remble has taken aim at all of them in this song, now they've all seemingly came back together. Although I haven't seen OTM and Ralphie, but I'm seeing like OTM, K7, the Finesser, and all these guys. They're all together. That's the crew that went to San Pedro to film this video. Yeah. But okay, what do you think of that as just like an overall technique in this battle? Go into his neighborhood.
Is Remble is he from a gang?
I believe he is a Crip from out there, although I don't know the exact details.
You know, when I listen to his music, I fuck with his music. I never really did no research on where he was from.
Has anyone reputable, like on a music level, ever came out of San Pedro? Not that I know of. It's kind of a random.
There's a lot of reputables over there. It's some solid neighborhoods over there.
Yeah,
but I don't know when it comes to rapping.
I think he's almost certainly the biggest star to come out of that area.
But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, and I'm gonna just speak freely. You know, it's a lot of aggression towards Remble, but it was a lack of aggression when Draco was killed.
And Remble's using that against them as well.
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
He's saying like, "Oh, you're so mad at me. Why don't you take that energy to Inglewood?"
You know, I wish the whole situation wouldn't have happened. You know, I understand why it got to where it got to, but what the fuck did Remble do that was that bad? Because he already took his deal with Draco was alive. Draco told me he didn't respect it, but he wasn't tripping.
Right.
So what did he do? Did Remble kick it off, or did Ralphie kick it off? Who kicked it off? Who kicked this off?
This one right here, this whole thing has been quiet for quite some time, and now it's a big deal because of the fact that Remble put out a whole song. So he kind of started it out this time around, regardless of in the past.
If Remble kick it off, then Ralphie got a right to respond.
But like, I'm just trying to get an idea of what the view counts are looking like because okay, OTM, they put out "Where's Remble? Not Like Us" freestyle 3 hours ago, 18K. Kind of hard to judge that. But then Remble's "Not Like Us" freestyle 2 days ago, 447K. Ralphie put out Jada Pinkett, a Ralphie diss 1 day ago, currently at 60K. This is one thing I don't like, though, that Ralphie did, is that he recorded his verse and then filmed the screen with his phone and put it on Instagram. Whereas I feel like what he should have done is he should have like kind of gone quiet, recorded the track, shot the video, then put it out as one big product. Like nobody wants to hear all the bars spoiled by just seeing it posted on Instagram like that. To me, that's like a strategic mistake. Putting out just the audio and not doing a video when Remble came with the video, I feel like that's kind of a mistake. Ralphie, we know you can shoot a video in like 10 minutes. I feel like that would be a better
I'm going to say it like this. And maybe I'm speaking out of place, but I felt like me and Draco, we got close. He trusted me and I trusted him. You know, he would pull up on me by himself. You know what I mean? And just come in my studio and go to sleep.
You're the only blood who he had love for?
No, I don't know. This was at a time where there was a lot going on. So
that's what I'm saying.
For him to pull up just his driver and be like, "Yo, Unc, I'm tired. I need to take a nap." And he'd just come in there and go to sleep. You know, he'd go in my office, go to sleep.
Would you give him a blankie?
No, that's trust.
Oh.
No, just let nephew go in there and go to sleep. Lock him down, it's cool. He'd be in there hours, people won't even know he was there, right? But I just hope whatever this is, the Kendrick Drake situation could be an example. You know, leave the shit on Wax.
Well, they're all rapping on that beat.
Yeah, leave it on Wax. You know, let's not let no bloodshed happen amongst y'all, because y'all was all once a crew. You know, I don't think Draco would fuck with that, because if he wanted to trip on Remble, he could have tripped while he was here.
Okay, if you're Remble, who presumably does not live in the trenches of San Pedro like he probably did at a certain point.
He shouldn't.
And let's say 10 ops pull up at 10 foreigns and shoot a music video in an area that is like technically, you know, your hood or whatever. How do you react as Remble? Like, what do you do at that point?
This is why I'm asking, is Remble a gang member, or is that just his section?
I think he's a gang member. I'm I'm gonna give him gang member status.
I don't, Ralphie, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Ralphie
No.
claims a direct neighborhood. So, you at a disadvantage because where you going to go? You can't go to his neighborhood.
Right. It seemed like a dicey move from my perspective.
Yeah.
Like them pulling up like that, like that's some hot boy shit. They ain't worried.
Yeah, I mean, Ralphie going to play his hand. Just Ralphie, you the elder of that shit, man. Keep it where it's supposed to be. I understand why Rimbo's saying the shit he's saying. A lot of these bust-ass niggas won't say it, right? I'm going to say it. The video I saw, right? I saw some retreating, right? And I think I'm looking at it a little on the bad side because, nephew didn't make it out alive. If nephew would have made it out alive, it probably wouldn't have been a big deal, right? So, people been chattering about that. He know that. People around him chattering about that. Ralphie ain't no dummy. He know what it is. But on this situation, it's just gonna look crazy if something happened to anybody in that circle with that type of magnitude, and nothing never went on.
Okay.
After Draco's murder.
Let me ask you this: is this a step backwards for Remble? Because Remble, on his first go round, he's dropping singles with Yachty. He's doing his thing. He's got all these hot songs and stuff. And on none of those songs, from my perspective, was he talking about beef or any of this other shit that really is the thing that's keeping so many of his peers' careers afloat. He didn't have to do that his first time around. Now he's coming back out. He's trying to get hot again, trying to get ready to put out another project, presumably, or whatever. And he's kind of like doing the thing where he goes and beefs with a bunch of people who realistically, most of them, besides maybe Ralphie, are like lower profile than him. Like, is this a step backwards, or does he have to kind of put a bow on this whole situation in order to move past it? Because his whole fan base really like kind of
Ralphie's the only one benefiting from this.
Ralphie, and I would say the Stink team as a whole is benefiting more than Remble's benefiting. Yeah.
Well, Ralphie is the name of the Stink team. If you ask me, he's the name of the Stink team. But they benefit from Remble's not benefiting from it.
No.
Only thing that could happen is, a criminal case or motherfucking hospitalization or penitentiary.
But I feel like Remble does kind of need to. He needs to provide answers for the hardcore fans that are not gonna like accept him and his narrative unless he properly addresses Ralphie and all them. It might only have to be for a couple days, but I feel like he's gotta put his perspective out there. And it's been a while. Huh?
He dropped some music, right?
Remble, that one song, yeah.
Remble and nephew wasn't even running together at the time of his demise. So he really ain't obligated to say shit about that.
One thing that the Sync team uses against him is the fact that he didn't go to the funeral. But the whole funeral is full of people that he's not getting along with, right? Like, even though at the time it wasn't that heated, but it's like it would have been awkward as fuck, and he probably would have needed security.
Let's think of
it would have been wise.
We wasn't getting along before he left. I wasn't there when the situation happened. Niggas is at their maddest and most emotional point, their most emotional state of mind at funerals, especially the burial ground, right? When that casket is dropping.
Yeah,
right?
It would have been a bad idea.
Yeah,
like
it's
a very bad idea.
You know what I mean? And sometimes
you don't want to go anywhere where you're going to be outnumbered like 100-1.
I mean, listen, why would he go to a funeral when he got to worry about if it's going to become his funeral?
But okay, I'll give you an example from the Chicago perspective is that there was the situation that people always talk about in which FBG Duck basically had a cousin who was in a rival gang, THF, I believe, and he got killed. And FBG Duck is a GD who 100% does not get along with this neighborhood. And people always bring up the fact that he still went to that funeral because he cared so much for his cousin or whatever, even though he's from a rival gang. He went to that shit, and other people from this rival neighborhood or whatever said, we don't give a fuck about the beef. He's going to come here and he's going to mourn his cousin.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's some respectable shit.
It was a respect thing.
It's also probably unrealistic for a lot of people.
No, it's a respect thing. It happens a lot. Like, motherfuckers from certain neighborhoods, and they know that. They know that's his family. If you respect your homeboy in his casket, right? You know your homeboy would want his family here with his family, right? So, they supposed to provide that respect. You're not doing it for him. You're doing it for your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got love for this man that's in this casket, you know this is his family. Right? You supposed to provide safe passage for him, especially if him. I didn't see it where the neighborhood was responsible for the death that dude is from, but they know he ain't had nothing to do with it. So that it's just a respect thing. But in Rimbo's situation, they wasn't talking. I understand it.
Let me ask you this though: when I went to Draco's funeral, streets, like the side streets, are blocked off. The fucking massive security with huge fucking machine guns out front and shit like that, which seems like pretty prudent for given his status. But is that something that you consider normal at like a decent percentage of gang-related funerals? Or is that like a real outlier situation for his?
That's normal for somebody that want to make sure what we saw happen at
right.
Yo Gotti's the cousin situation, right?
Right.
They had a funeral. Like, they gunned dude down. His mother was right there.
But do you
know what I'm saying?
Is shooting up the funeral normalized in California? I feel like you don't hear about it in California.
It all depends.
Chicago, there's a bunch of famous examples.
It all depends on the amount of disrespect that they went on, and if they looking for people that they can't they can't really find. Sometimes a motherfucker create a body to flush out a body. You know what I'm saying? We know if we do that, a dude gonna come out of hiding. Right? And they get their man. It all depends on what I done seen motherfuckers on social media snatch a casket.
Snatch a casket.
Out of the motherfucking church.
Go into your ops
Came in
church.
about 15 deep.
Grab the casket and run out.
Walked out that motherfucker with it.
You seen this? What the fuck? I got to do my Googles.
Yeah, it's real shit. I'm pretty sure.
What do you do? What do you do with a casket and a body?
Well, that ain't gonna happen if you at the right funeral. That's not gonna happen, and it's tricky because we know we got elders and kids in there, but you ain't gonna make it. You might make it to the hallway with that.
If you steal my uncle's casket, I feel like it's time to crash out.
Yeah. But you got to do it right because you don't want to start blazing and you didn't create a funeral for the dude in the casket's mama or sister. So it's kind of tricky on how that's handled. The ops know what they doing when they doing that type of shit. They know where to go.
So here's my question. Different topic. I wish I had the bell sound effect. I do. I'm gonna get a sound effect though. We do have it. Go. Bust it. Ooh,
all them people you let go, you can afford it now, right?
Bootleggers.
They let you go for a bell.
Okay, speaking of, I was doing the podcast the other day, and a person who has been antagonizing you on the podcast, Compa Raider, he basically said that he wants to now squabble you, and that then you could do a podcast after. Which, just before you even start,
listen.
To me, this is kind of crazy because none of us would even know that his neighborhood or him or whatever has any issue with you. Nobody would know unless he had brought it to the table.
Adam, I don't know this dude.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't know you. Ain't never seen you. You said what you said, right? And what I don't like is the buster shit. Listen, bro, you said what you said. You went where you went. I don't know you. Right? And I'm tired of the youngsters. Understand this, bro. When you playing with people of age and status, you don't dictate the punishment. Right? These motherfuckers is chasing clout so motherfucking bad. Right? And Adam, it come to a point to where we're going to go viral right now, right?
Uh-oh.
It comes to a point to where I've learned that when it's too easy, maybe you shouldn't do it. Now, I jumped on this bumper. And because I see you as a clout chaser and you really ain't a real representation of Sanfé, because I did it with some real Sanfés, right? Just this Friday or this weekend, I jump on this bumper, right? I jump on this bumper. This your man. I'm up under you. This your man. See, you's a sucker.
You just passed out in the car?
No, listen, this your man.
But
Right? No.
how'd you get that video?
No, listen, this is your man. We zooming in? Yo, listen, dude, stay in your little place. Stop clout chasing, right? I got too much going on in my life, and when it's too easy, maybe I shouldn't do it.
Who sent you that video?
I got 3-4 of them.
Because just today, somebody sent me a video of him in the back of that car.
I did.
Wearing this. No, someone else.
I did.
Wearing the same outfit, but in the clip that somebody sent me, he's like negotiating with a prostitute.
I got all that.
You got that one too?
It's my play. You want to see it?
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Listen.
Why did someone send me that?
Hold on.
And they wouldn't tell me who they got it from.
Hold on, bro. Read it.
Bro, he really out here lagging.
Read it.
I got a bitch talking to him in the DMs.
Listen.
The bitch just hit me saying she got
I'm
blood
letting you know, 'cause
address.
look, little
Oh
dude,
my God.
Look, go your way.
Raider.
Hold on, go your way, little dude. Like, look, I slid up under you just to see, because I didn't know you, right? I'm from Pacoima. We've been at war with San Fernando for years. My little homeboy Pac been in there doing 59 years right now behind a multiple of 4. This real talk, right? I don't know this dude, right? And he f***ing with me, and I'd start a whole fire. I know some sound phases, G's, right? This dude ain't a representation because, bro, I was under you for 9 hours. Fuck it.
Pause.
We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun with it.
Sorry. Yeah, that's the one I have.
You just met me and you want to get me pregnant?
I'm under you. I could have touched you, right? Bro, look.
Why do you
look,
want to
Adam,
get? Why do you want to get this girl pregnant?
Adam, look, you're watching me moving. You're watching me moving. I'm moving you. Look, dude. See, the old me, I would have moved. But guess,
now I see who sent it to you.
hold on. Yeah, don't say nothing. Listen, you watching me move you. This real shit. I love my homeboys too much, and ain't none of my homeboys soldiers, because soldiers take orders. All my homeboys is warriors, so they even risk that. And I see what type of motherfucker you is. Look, bro, go on somewhere, do your little podcasting, bro, and do whatever it is that you do, and go play with somebody. You watching it, bro. I moved him for how many hours?
What up? There's some stuff in here I'm very uncomfortable with.
How many hours did I move him?
Raider, you need
About
to
3-4
relax.
hours. Bro, go your way, bro, and sit your little punk ass down. You clout chasing. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? I done kept people from your place of businesses and all that. Every motherfuckers around you ain't your homies, bro. Right? Go your way, bro. Stop putting my name in this type of shit. And if it's like that, bro, let's leave it like that. But, bro, you fool, my nigga. You fool. You just watch me. You looking at me moving.
No, yeah, I see.
I'm moving him all day. This your man's.
Why you want to get me pregnant?
No, this your man's. I moved him from, hold on. Let's go to it. I moved the dude from 8:37. I moved the fool 5 hours.
You moved him 5 hours.
5 hours.
What's that mean?
Bro, you watching me. I'm telling them what to do.
Right.
I'm telling them what to do. Now, I could have made a call. I could have told her to, yo, take him to Edo. I could have, bro, look at this bozo, bro. Hold on, look at this bozo, dope fiend ass nigga. Look at him. He's not going to.
Now he's gonna know what girl was
I don't
setting
give
him
a
up.
what it is. This is what it is, but bro, go your way. Like, please, little dude, whatever your name is, look, bro, our city's been at war for 50, 60 years. I don't know you. We ain't got a reason to get into it. You doing it for some clout. You wanted clout, now I just gave you clout. Anybody from Seinfeld, hey, listen, bro, we gonna stop a war, get your man and muzzle him, bro, because I could have sent him back over there another way.
Okay, but can
Ain't
we
no
acknowledge
There's no but.
you falsely accused Spider Loc of dissing your neighborhood? He did
No, he
not
did.
say the thing. Raider is the one who
did.
said the thing that you were pissed off
No,
about.
he did say it. Listen.
He was talking about Raider saying
Hey, look,
it.
white boy, this where you got to stand in your
You
place.
tell me what the rules are.
This
But
where you got to stand in your place, because check this out. If right now, right, you just watch me go around disrespecting the neighborhood and use the word kinky. You understand what I'm saying?
what?
Yeah, I used a different word to describe our hair, right? I did it on purpose.
Who is that?
Because it's a respect thing. It's a few people from neighborhood Crip that I with, right? So what I'm saying is
and
this.
that word's off limits.
Listen, no. I use that word in place of another word.
Okay.
Right? The same word that almost got your shit going with DW and your man in there, right? So it's a respect thing. So what I'm saying is, if this Mexican dude right here say some shit to disrespect my neighborhood.
Right. We all heard it.
Spider know how to disrespect my neighborhood, right?
Right.
So for him to go on another podcast, right, and repeat that shit is a disrespect, bro.
Okay.
He repeated it. You notice Munchie didn't fuck with that. He said, yo, bro, I wasn't getting on to it like that. Right? Because even if it's fuck Wack, it's some niggas from 2Ps niggas got love for.
Right.
And Munchie, Spot even put Munchie in a situation because the nigga's a Crip. Munchie, you a Damu. Like, can't no nigga diss Inglewood family in front of me, bro. You're not finna come on no camera and diss families in front of me. Right? You ain't finna diss nothing that got a flag, a red flag or a burgundy flag in front of me, bro, because it's somebody from that neck of the woods I fuck with. Now, if you want to say fuck that individual, right, do your thing. And depending on who the individual is, I might speak up on that too as well. But I don't know why Spider playing these motherfucking games, right? But I didn't. Nigga, you went and repeated the diss. You from East Coast Crip.
And you think he only did that to get at you?
Yeah, but it's
in a subtle way.
But see, that's bigger than me.
Okay.
I'm just from PPB.
Right.
Right? That's not a one-man game.
I figured, yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, and I'm getting texts from him, they politicking his motherfucking ass. I stayed out of it. You want to see the politics on Spider?
Is it as bad as the one on Raider? His Spider's passed out in the back of a car, / negotiating if he could get a woman pregnant. I can't imagine it's as bad as that.
Date?
You're saying this guy told you the Spider Logo got banned from his hood over that?
No, not over that. Just period.
Over something else.
Look, them was Crips.
Okay.
Listen.
I don't know.
No, read it. Did you want to read it?
The ECs met up with him in Vegas and politicked on him.
Okay, listen.
What does that mean?
East Coast is right. So what I'm saying is he got a lot going on over there. Right? Now, he disrespected my neighborhood.
Okay.
All my homies, niggas in the penitentiary, niggas on the street, they seen that. They see when they called me, I say, well, Spider did that. Cause I got real family from 6 Deuce. My nigga, you know, I got real family from 8-9, Deco, right? Mary Street, youngsters from 6 Deuce. I got real homies, right? That's from East Coast. So my thing is, Spider did that. He did that. So, you know, ain't no playing with that. And Munchie tried to stop it. You know, I'm going to give him credit for that. He like, yo, bro, I wasn't trying to get off into it like that. I heard him.
So you and Munchie got a little peace treaty now.
Not a peace treaty. Like,
understanding.
No, Munchie got homies from I said he with. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want my homies seeing that he with. And niggas like, these niggas he's probably been in the bounty jail with, all this shit, right? He don't want them seeing that and he just laid back, right? Homies gonna be like, God damn, my nigga, you let the nigga just diss a set? You know what I'm saying? We just walked the line together or so on and so forth. It just not gonna happen.
Did you do a pod with Munchie?
Nah. I gave Munchie 30 minutes. I gave Munchie, as a G homie, I talked to Munchie on the phone, and I gave Munchie a 30 to 45 minute man-to-man on what's going on, what I feel he need to do, and what I feel he shouldn't do. Because I'm gonna be real, Munchie's the draw. The rest of them niggas is hanging off Munchie's coattail.
You mean of the podcast?
Munchie B's the draw when it come to that little circle over there, right? Spider Weirdo, Munchie B, you know, and
Alex,
whatever, right?
Mariah.
Well, Alex doing his own.
No, you ain't hating on Mariah.
No, we can't put Alex in that. That's not his own thing.
Well, he started it though.
But
like,
when it comes to
that's
them,
their little network.
That's
thing,
the
right?
Alex Alonso do, right?
Yeah, but he started the street TV, and then they got.
That's cool, but
then
Alex,
he's got these podcasts with Spider
no,
and
but
Munchie
Alex
and all
is.
that.
I'm gotta be disrespectful for me to put Alex down there.
Okay.
When it comes to them, right? Munchie is the draw. Watch this. If I tell you, all right, give me some Crip podcasters, Brick Baby, AD, the whole community, right? DW Flame, right? It's nothing special. That's already there, right? Give me a blind gang member or a blind blood that's podcasting, that raps. Bro got bars too. I don't fuck with him like that. We got off to a rocky start, but I'm gonna keep it gangster as a man. He's still a homie. Ain't nothing happened between us to a point to where, you know, if he was in front of me somewhere and I ain't gonna let a nigga do nothing to him, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Because I got too much love for homies over there out of Inglewood, right? But Munchie will tell you, I had a 30 to 40 minute talk with him and told him, look, bro, cut the dead weight. You the draw. You are the only
Translation, get Spider-Look the fuck out of there.
you are the only one like you in this game.
You just hate Spider-Look. You're doing everything. He's your young buck.
No, bro, I don't care about dude. Dude been trying to do something in the industry and win for 20 years. I watched this nigga catch the bus and wait outside the death row gate to be let in. I watched him. It's real shit, right? The nigga got songs with my name in it,
Okay.
right? Nigga, you mentioned to me, I've never been in the studio with Spider-Look a day in my life. You got songs with my name in the same hood that you disrespected. Nigga, I fuck with G's. Niggas like Wack and Pooh Rider from 2Ps, right?
Oh, so he's showing you love in songs.
I've never been in the studio with this dude. I don't even know why the nigga mad, but maybe some clout shit because on my phone, you Wack, could you sign me to Cash Money? Wack, could we meet? Wack, 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 Wack. The minute I said I can't do nothing for you with the music, right? It became the fuck the Wack campaign. But what I told Munchie, you don't even like you, right? This real talk, right? Cut the dead weight. Whatever you need to utilize him for, you utilize him. Go your way. He's a blind podcaster that's a blood that really has his homies behind him. You don't see that anywhere. He raps. I heard a few songs and shit. The man can rap.
He's pretty good.
Right? And you know he can articulate himself pretty good. And I think he's going to get better. So I just told Munchie, like, Munchie, at the end of the day, that's dead weight. This is going to have you in a situation you don't need to be in, a situation that your homies shouldn't be pulled in because you got a motherfucker over here doing a bunch of weird shit, especially when it comes to crossing lines with homies. And one thing about Munchie B, he gonna stand with the B team. Spider find out. It get too weird and he did something like that and the homies is moving. Munchie ain't standing with that. He's not going to stand with it. So
I did like a whole 2-hour podcast with him, and I'm not gonna lie. Spider needs to like get it into his head to like talk a little bit less. Because he is just everything Munchie says. He's in there. Boom. Like Munchie at one point is trying to make like a serious point, and he just goes, "You look like Godzilla."
Because he's stepping on the homie.
It's just like
he's stepping on the homie.
The ratio of Munchie and Spider, it's a little too much.
It's
Spider.
just real shit.
Be
Like,
real,
it's no need. Listen, there's no space for Spider-Loc in this space. Spider-Loc need to go get him a motherfucking warehouse job.
You think he's unforgivable?
Listen, he was, okay, Suge couldn't do nothing with him. He went over there with 50. 50 do everything in the world for him. Let him run with the G-Unit West, all this shit. Put him on 3-4 songs. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Right.
Got 3-4 Spider-Loc features on there, right?
Right.
Bro, it ain't on 50. They just ain't fucking with you. My man Moneybag Yo just did a song on a dude Big 30 or something. And like he expressed it like, bro, I did everything I was supposed to do. It ain't my fault they ain't fucking with you, right?
Right.
So now he leaves and goes to Arizona. Catch a weed case that we digging into. The exposers, right? Disappears, stops rapping, comes back, joins forces with 40 Glock. They do a mixtape, shit don't do nothing, right? He hits me, I can show you the text, right? Begging me to sign him and all this shit. I can't with him because it's just, for one, nigga, you beefing with Game. Two, you know.
But now Game is cool with him.
You know, you beefing with Game.
Your artist Game is now on good terms with him.
Two.
Does that kind of claw at you?
No, not at all. It has nothing to do with Game.
It's not upsetting?
Game's going to be Game.
Why'd Game do that?
Game going to be the man he is.
Why'd Game go against you?
But when it come down, that's not going against me. That's Game making a decision. When it come down to P-Funk, right, he going to stand with what he obligated to stand to. Like, I'm going to stand with what I'm obligated to stand with. I don't trip all that. It's another motherfucker in the middle of that that's a little weird, but that's his twist. We deal with that when we deal with it, right? You know what I mean? So then he comes into this, and let's be real. If you go look over the last 2 years, at least 50% of what he's talking about is me.
Spider.
It's me. Because he has nothing to talk about. It's me. So when I'm looking at Munchie, Munchie's a new thing. And he's a different thing, and he's the only thing like him. Right? I'm like, yo, bro, cut the dead way, go your way. Climb that mountain. Sometimes in this game, you know you got to be selfish at some point to get yourself
But
right.
even if Munchie thinks you have a point, Munchie also almost certainly is going to perceive that this is coming from your deep, lifelong
No,
hatred of
I don't
Spider
have a bro.
You are going to hate him
Hey,
until
bro,
he's dead
bro,
in the ground.
Bro, man, listen, man.
I have yet to see any signs.
It's just like,
but,
dude, like, bro, these
won't be that
people
way.
bring me up. They make me no money. They're not relevant in my space, in my world. They're jealous of the Valley nigga. Bro, look, listen, bro, there you go. That's Spider to me. You tell me where the fucking hatred's at.
Why do you still have text from
Nigga, I
2018?
got 15 phones.
Will Wack 100 signed Spider Alert to Cash Money
That's
West.
him. Keep scrolling. He's nice as fuck. Keep scrolling. When I told him I couldn't do nothing with his little song, it started the fuck the Wack campaign. Wack, I spotted you, the homie. Man, I ain't even in town. It wasn't me. Like, bro, nice as fuck.
You sent him a song. Oh no, he sent you a song, and then he hit you up like mad days in a row saying the same thing. Get it? Get it?
What'd I say?
Get it? Get it?
What'd I say? What'd I say?
That's funny.
What did I say? Read it, Adam. When did the song shit?
You finally said I got it. Like
Then what'd he say?
5 days later.
And then what'd he say?
What we looking like?
What'd I tell him?
You said with what? He goes, the record. You
What'd
go,
I say?
I can't do nothing with it.
Ever since then, it was fuck the Wack campaign. So
For
I don't
real?
take dudes
Just
serious.
because you
Like,
didn't the one record?
bro, you looking at it. You don't see no back and forth talking shit.
Right.
You look so, when I see dudes like that, it's not one dude that I've ever seen, whether I liked him or not, where I hated on their hustle or what they was doing. Right? And I'm going to be real. I love it. I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. Y'all, please keep saying the Valley dude.
They loved it.
Keep saying the Valley dude from Pacoima.
They love that.
Because guess what?
He's not from LA.
Yeah, keep
They love
saying
to say
that,
that.
because you guys are helping people in Connecticut and New York and Delaware and Pennsylvania, Detroit, learn what Pacoima is.
And
They helping me.
Is that ultimately your message?
That's a fact.
You want people to know about Pacoima?
Valley, 818 Pacoima, the Knobs, 12700. I'm original baby gangster. I'm a Knobs baby, straight up. So at the end of the day, I came up on 13079 Desmond Street. Right? That's where I grew up
You
at.
should do tours. You should offer tours, free tours.
Here goes the crazy part about it, right?
Uh-huh.
Every last keyway of Damu that then did it with my homies in that bounty jail on them penitentiary yards right now today, you don't never hear no bad reports. Never. And like I tell them, if we some busters or whatever y'all insinuating, I done seen niggas go 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles to a whole nother state and city and take over. It's a whole lot of money, whole lot of women, whole lot of shit going on in Pacoima for years. A lot of money. Why motherfuckers ain't traveled 12 miles and come take it over?
I got an idea. No jumper Pacoima.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. We could definitely do that. My homeboy Rambo could run it.
I like it. Hey,
Baby Cuban Robin third. You fuck with them.
love that idea. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy
Cuban
birthday,
Rob.
Baby Cuban Rob.
Okay, you know what I'm doing after this?
What's that?
There's this girl, Haley. I've shot porn with her a bunch of times, so I feel totally comfortable with her. But there's another guy, Anton Harden. He's a big deal in the porn business. Respected, well known. I've met him, but we haven't exactly kicked it. And I'm about to fuck this girl with him. So this is kind of like, it's a weird way to get to know somebody.
What the fuck you want me to say, bro?
I just
about
wanted
your
to get your
sword
thoughts.
fight session.
You got so much to say about everything else under the
I don't
sun.
fuck no Adam. Listen.
Onlyplugtalk.com if you want to check out
that
this
trip
content.
off of you, I can tell you wasn't athletic. You didn't play no basketball.
Oh, I'm a BMX
football.
rider.
You didn't do none of that. So
BMX rider.
you wasn't even in the locker room doing the grab ass shit that the white dudes do, like Chet and Chad and Brett. Those dudes that usually do.
So you're telling me I'm not gay enough?
No, I'm just saying, where did this shit come from? Your
Porn?
infatuation with other men.
No, I'm just doing a scene with him.
So what kind of scene? You kissing him?
No.
Holding his hand?
We're fucking the girl together.
Is he gonna rub your beard?
I hope not. I should probably put that on my no list.
So if he rubs your beard, you'll get. What would you do? If right in the middle, he start rubbing your beard.
I'd say, sir, I'm not into that.
And what if he didn't stop? What if he start rubbing your ear then?
I'll probably be pretty upset. It might be go time.
You gonna start fighting him?
Might have to. I
You
never
a fighting
fight
asshole
with a
neck?
boner. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder how long into the fight my boner would be fully gone. Like how many seconds of fighting
weird.
before your boner is gone?
You're weird. Yo,
I think it'll be gone
don't
within
you
like 5
ordinarily
seconds.
do this with
Like
your wife?
really fast. Huh?
You don't usually use other girls without your wife, right?
She's on the bench.
But this is the first time you're doing that?
No, I've done it a couple times.
Why is she on the bench?
She just got her boobs done.
Oh, okay. Well, how many cc's?
We already talked about this. I have no idea.
Oh, you don't.
You
she
went
didn't
into
tell you?
your extreme in-depth knowledge of breast
Your wife.
implants.
I hope she didn't get under 700.
I don't know.
She's like 5'3", 5'4".
Something like that.
Yeah, she needs 700 or better.
Okay. Dr. Wack.
Yeah, Gummy's high profile.
Okay.
Did they go under the nipple or right here?
She's here. You can ask her.
Did they go under right here?
I don't
or
know.
the nipple?
I don't know.
Like you didn't fuck her up. Like you spent some money, right? You didn't fucking Frankenstein.
So
breast.
you're trying to get to the point of me not paying for these boobs?
I hope you did. You didn't make her
No,
pay.
of course not.
Stupid.
Why would I pay for that?
You let her pay for them?
Of course.
You a weird. You're a fucking dweeb. You're Chet from
This
Weird
never,
Science.
she didn't mention the idea of me paying, and I didn't even consider it until this moment.
You're Chet from Weird Science, bro.
What the fuck does that mean?
Chet from Weird Science.
I don't understand.
They turned him into a glob of shit.
And I'm like that because I didn't pay
Check
for
the movie out.
for the breast
Check
implants?
out. You got a bad bitch in there. Remember the bitch in Weird Science? She was bad as fuck. You never seen Weird Science?
You're a strange man. And I'm slowly starting to think that you might be irredeemable. But thank you very much to Wack 100 for
Irre what? Irre what?
Irredeemable.
Irre what? Irre what?
What's that?
Irre what?
Oh, you should become like an old
Irre-
school scratcher DJ.
Irre.
I could imagine that. You
Irre
on stage spinning around.
Shout out to Tronics Network.
Man, your boy Ray J, he did Young Rich Moolah bad. They got serious beef now.
Who?
Moolah and Ray J.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Why?
maybe we should talk about it off camera because I have a feeling that you're going to want to patch this one up.
No, why? I just got a call about Young Rich Bull. I got a call about some other shit.
Yeah, and I heard somebody's chain got took too.
Hey, yo, allegedly.
I'm not saying
Chill
he
out.
did it.
Chill out. He got nothing to do with that.
He may have posted
But what do
some
you
things
mean?
on
Why
the
he mad
story.
at Ray J?
I mean, you could ask him, but he basically sent me like a long ass voicemail telling me that Ray J was a scammer and Ray J didn't really have bread like he said he was going to have, and he was trying to use them. Him and Stunner Girl, he was trying to use them and he fucked them
No, he
over.
actually had love with Stunner Girl. Stunner Girl did a lot of photos around his jet and trips in
From
Miami.
the sounds of it, they are not happy with
No
Ray J.
shit. I got a call over there.
But I feel like you are now going to swoop in and try to Batman the situation.
No, I got a call. I mean, listen, I told Ray that he want me to mediate the business. He say he had them two homies. You know what I'm saying? They two homies. He a homie, right? Rich Mueller's a homie, right? So, he had it. But at this point, I got to step into that and see what's going on because by any rights, I know Ray don't do bad business. And if young Rich Mueller is feeling like something ain't right, then we definitely need to have that conversation, try to rectify that. It's too many homies that's intertwined in that. He from On the Fingers neighborhood.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, no, you just taught me something. But let me definitely get on the phone and see what's going on with that one. So
Interesting.
this not on the internet, right? This
I don't know. It might be a little bit out there, but
I saw a fight or something on the internet.
a fight
You can see that?
with who?
Ray J put some shit up. I don't know.
Ray J fight
No, somebody was getting their ass whooped
by Ray J.
by somebody else. You didn't see that shit?
No.
You probably ain't been interested in the black shit.
Yeah. I don't care about any of that gang stuff. That's not really my style.
not gang shit.
Thank you very much.
It wasn't
Wack 100.
gang members fighting.
Adam and Wack Show. Smash a like, drop a comment. Onlyplugtalk.com if you want to
Subscribe.
see me and Wack
Subscribe.
fucking.
What? What the fuck is you talking about, man?
Oh, right.
Is you
They're not
weird?
supposed to know about that yet.
Know about what?
Our Plug Talk scene.
No, that was me and Lena.
Oh. I'll tune in for that.
I mean, I got it on the phone.
Yeah.
if you want me to show it.
For sure. I'm going to get a boner right now. And no amount of fighting is going to make it go away.
No, I mean, it was, she told me that you sent her to try me out.
Well, she told me that you have 3 nuts.
No, 2.5. 2.5. I got 2.5.
Well, even if the third one's kind of small, I still consider it a full-blown
No, I
testicle.
got 2.5.
Okay. Thank you.
She got it good.